Okay, in this section we're going to talk about the order operation, and I'm going to try to explain to you why order operation is so important. To demonstrate why order operation is so important, I try to use an example which is portray the message a lot better than anything. Let's say you have 12 plus 8 divided by 2. Let's say this is just a simple order operation problem. There's two ways to do this problem. One way is wrong and one way is right. I'm going to do it both ways to show you why order operation. So if I do it wrong, I can say 12 plus 8 is 20. 20, let's do it the wrong way here. 20 divided by 2, I will get 10. But if I do it right, I have to divide first. So 8 divided by 2 is 4, so it'll be 12 plus 4 is equal to 16. You notice one of them is wrong. The wrong one is this one. Now, so what is the order operation you're supposed to take? The order operation, when you have a series of numbers in group and you want to use order operation, this is what you do always first. You always work inside the parentheses, then you take care of your exponent, then you multiply or divide, whichever comes first as you go from left to right. Notice in mathematics, when you do operation, or read graphs, you always read them from left to right. So multiply or divide, whichever comes first as you go from left to right, then you add or subtract. Add or subtract. So now if I apply this rule to this one, notice here I have an option of addition and an option of division. This is telling me to always multiply or divide before add or subtract, so I have to divide here first in order to get the right answer. So this is why order operation is so important. So let me do this problem the correct way now that we know the rules. So here, I don't have anything inside the parentheses. I don't have any exponent, but I have a division. So division came before addition and subtraction, so I have to divide first. So I'm going to rewrite my 12. Then 8 divided by 12 will give me 4. 4 plus 12 is 16. So this is the correct way. In order further to explain these topics, I wrote a couple of problems on the board for you to do. So this one is the same, very similar to the problem I did a few minutes ago. When you remember, I have to do the division before I do this addition and subtraction. So I have to do this piece first. So that will become 4 minus 4, which will become 0, right? If you have $4 and you spend all your $4, you end up with 0, right? The next one, before I do this one, let me show you something that you need to know. Whenever you have a number, let's say you have 2 cubed, they call this piece of it is called base, and this number here is called exponent. So you have to take care of your exponent first, because notice taking care of the exponent came before multiplication and division. So here I have an option of dividing, or option of take care of the exponent. So I don't have an option. I have to, in order to do it right, I have to take care of my exponent first. So that's what I'm going to do first. So it'll be 16 minus 32 divided by 2 times. Let me put this in bracket to remind myself that I have to do that first. So it'll be 16 minus 32 divided by, if you multiply 2 by itself 3 times, you end up with 8. So you could replace this bracket with a parentheses. It wouldn't make any difference, bracket and parentheses. So now I have an option of subtracting or dividing. Order operation is telling me that I always have to divide or multiply before I subtract. So actually I have to do this piece right, do this piece in order to do it right. So that will be 16. Negative 32 divided by 8. Remember, when you're dividing and the signs are different, the outcome is always going to be negative. So negative 32 divided by 8, positive 8 will give me negative 4. 16 minus 4 will give me 12, right? So you notice that knowing addition and subtraction of integers and multiplication and division of integers is essential for doing order operation problems. So if you make sure you review that section if you have a problem, then you have the adding and subtracting. The next one, a little bit more complicated. Whenever you have a parentheses inside the bracket, you work from inside out. So I go and work inside the bracket, and then I come and work out inside the bracket, inside the parentheses first, pardon me. So it'll be 3 minus 2, 8 minus 3 minus 2 will give me positive 1, right? So I take care of it. I'm working from inside out. So I work inside the parentheses, then now I'm going to work inside the bracket. So that will be 3 minus 2, 8 minus 1 let me erase this and extend this line. So that will be 3 minus 2 times 7. Now, I have a golden opportunity to make a mistake. Notice if I go and subtract this, that would be wrong because I'm supposed to multiply before I subtract. So this is a common mistake that people subtract first. So you have to multiply it first. So it'll be 3 minus 14, which is the answer is going to be negative 11. Negative 11. So make sure you remember that you work from inside out. You do everything inside the parentheses, then inside the bracket, then follow the order operation. Because notice order operation is telling you that you always have to take care of the parentheses first, then take care of the exponent. So that's why I had to do this piece first. Right? Now to do this problem, I would go ahead and I would use the order. Whenever you have a fraction, you follow order operation in the numerator, you order operation in the denominator. You treat them like they are two separate problems. Right? You treat them like they are two separate problems. Order operation in the numerator, order operation in the denominator. So I'll leave the rest of the problem alone. So I'm going to write 24 divided by 3 squared. Remember, 3 squared means 3 times 3, which is 9. And 8 minus 5 is also positive 3, minus 5. So that's step 1. Step 2, I'm going to do this division first. 9 over 3 is the same as 3, right? 9 over 3 is the same as 3, so that will be 24 divided by 3 minus 5. Now, as I'm going from left to right, I'm going to go ahead and change the 24 divided by 3 minus 5 become positive 5. Remember we talked about earlier that when you're multiplying two negatives, the outcome is always positive, right? Now, as I'm going from left to right, I have the option of dividing or adding. I always have to divide before add or subtract. So I'm going to do this division first. 24 divided by 3 is 8. Bring down the 5. Then positive 8 plus positive 5 will give you positive 13. You can write 13 or you can write plus 13 if you want to. The last one that I want to do in the order operation, the order operation is still applicable. It doesn't matter if you have fraction, whole number, decimal, the rules are the same, right? So I have to take care of my exponent before I divide, right? Because order operation is telling me to take care of the exponent before multiply or divide, right? So this rule is going to be in place. So 1/2 cube means multiply 1/2 by itself 3 times, right? So 1/2 times 1/2 times 1/2 is 1/8 divided by 3/5. Then when we divide fraction, as you all remember before from previous classes you had, when to divide two fractions, you write the first one, you change division to multiplication, and you invert the second fraction. So that becomes 1/8 times 5 over 3. So 5 times 1 is 5. And 8 times 3 is 24. So that will be 5 over 24. 5 over 24. So this is the file. To do like one more basic explanation is that when you have a group of operation you have in place and you want to decide what to do, you always follow order operation, right? Order operation. And just remember one more time that you always work inside the parentheses. Then you take care of your exponent. By exponent means 2 cubes. That's a number in exponential form. You take care of the exponent first. Then multiply or divide. Then add or subtract. So this is the rule you follow for order operation. The next topic we're going to cover is about linear equation.